Good afternoon, dear students.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon.
Okay. So today at our lesson we will speak about intonation of disjunctive questions. First of all, before starting the lesson, usually we tell news in order to create language atmosphere in class, you know. So what's going on in the world? Have you prepared any news?
Can I, teacher?
Yes, you may. You may start telling your news. What's going on? So who is telling news? We cannot hear you. Who is going to tell news? Switch on your microphone and go on, please.
Okay, according to the Minister of Health, 31 more people have been diagnosed with the coronavirus infection in Uzbekistan, bringing the total number of cases to 3,874.
Okay. Thank you for your news. And the next one, who else has prepared any news? What else is going on in our country, in the world?
Can I, teacher?
Please. Elena wants, yeah?
From tomorrow, it's fully allowed for education centers to open so that future students can prepare for university.
Okay, thank you for your news. Good news. And next one, please.
Can I also add, teacher?
Please. Rahima wants, yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. By the decision of the Special Commission in the regions of the green and yellow categories, the activity of cafes and restaurants, kindergartens and clothing markets can continue their actions from 15th of June.
Good news. Thank you for your news. Okay. Have you finished telling news, or has anybody got any news to tell? Finished?
Well, yesterday the singer Harry Styles was in the meeting Black Lives Matter, and he helped in Los Angeles, and he helped to Black people to fight against police.
Good. Thank you for your news.
And
Finished?
Dua Lipa. Yes.
Okay. Thank you for your news. And so now I will explain you the intonation of disjunctive questions only after your home tasks, yeah, home assignments. So let me check your home assignments. What have you prepared for today's lesson?
Yes. We with Lena, Nargiza, and Lola prepared the sketch, the bank, and now we are going to participate.
Yeah?
Show it.
Good. So we will listen to you. You may start then.
Yes.
And the other students, please listen to their intonation in different types of sentences. And each one of you, please write down just one sentence to analyze the intonation of it. Okay, at the end. And as usual, you should give feedback to each other. It should be peer feedback, yeah, because you know that it's more efficient. That is why each one of you, please do be all ears while they are acting out their sketch, yeah? Okay, you may start, Charoshan.
Lena will start.
Okay, Elena, Charoshan, and who else wants to act out?
Nargiza, Lola.
Charoshan, Elena, and then Nargiza want to act out a sketch in the bank, yeah? Okay, you may start. We will listen to you.
Miss Posset, there is a gentleman to see you, Mr. Moore. Lola.
Good. Go on. Yelena, Charoshan, Nargiza. Be more attentive, please. Nargiza,
Lola нет.
should there be Lola too in your role playing?
Miss Posit.
But there is, I cannot see Lola here.
Yes, we too.
Okay, in this case, you yourself, please continue. You should act out the role of a two character here. Charoswan, please. Go on, go on, go on. Be more active.
Yes, Monica.
Uh-huh.
Lena, please. Miss Posit, there is a gentleman to see you, Mr. Moore.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Mr. Moore. Bring him in, please, Monica. Yes, Miss Posit. Here, Monica brings Mr. Moore in.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Mr. Moore. Good morning. Thank you, Monica. Sit down, Mr. Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Moore, the situation is like this. Your account is, pardon, in red.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. In the red, overdrawn.
Uh-huh.
Overdrawn? No, I'm sorry. I never heard that word before in my life.
Uh-huh.
It's very simple, Mr. Moore. It means that you have taken more money out of the bank than you have put in.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see. Thank you very much. I don't think you quite understand, Mr. Moore. It means that you put in less that you have put out.
Uh-huh.
Oh, your account is overdrawn. 200 pounds overdrawn.
Mm-hmm.
200 pounds overdrawn. I see. Well, don't worry. I can put that right in immediately. Oh, good. Yes, I'll write you a check. Shall I? No, no, Mr. Moore. If you write me a check for 200 pounds, you will be overdrawn more, Mr. Moore.
Uh-huh.
I beg your pardon? More, Mr. Moore. M-O-R-E. More. No, no. Double O. M-double-O-R-E. Mr. Moore. It is my name. Mr. Moore, I don't think you quite understand the situation. You see,
Nobody move.
Mm-hmm.
you see, if you write me a check for 200 pounds,
Nobody move.
can I help you?
That's better. You.
Uh-huh.
Me? Me?
Yes. Read this.
Oh, okay. And 2 pounds of tomatoes, 6 eggs, and a pocket of chocolate biscuit.
No, no, no,
Um,
no. The other side.
oh, sorry. Um, give me all your honey, or I will kiss you.
Uh-huh.
Not honey, money.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry. Give me all your money, or I will kiss you.
Good.
Not kiss. Kill.
Miss Posit, I think this is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, give me all your money, or I will kill you. I see. Would you sit down for a moment, please?
Sit down.
Yes, I'm very busy at the moment. Please, sit over there.
But
I will be with you in a moment.
all
Now,
right.
Mr. Moore, How much do you earn? 35 pounds a week.
Excuse me.
Just one moment, please. So, you earn 35 pounds a week. How much do you spend? 70 pounds a week.
Excuse
Mm,
me.
One moment, please. 70 pounds a week. So, you spend twice as much you earn.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I earn half as much as I spent.
Uh-huh.
How do you do it? That's easy. I use a checkbook. Exactly, Mr. Moore.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good, good. Go on.
Robert.
Have you finished?
I'm sorry, I have to. Excuse me.
Yes.
I make 2,000 pounds a week.
Ooh, 2,000 pounds a week? And how much do you spend?
1,000 pounds a week.
Oh, really? So you save 1,000 a week.
Yes.
And would you like to sit here?
Thank you.
Mr. Moore, would you like to sit over there a moment? So you save 1,000 a week, yes?
Yeah. Yes.
Tell me, where do you keep this money?
Here in this bag.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes, very nice. Would you like to open an account, Mr.
Mr. Still.
Miss Steele? I see. Steele.
Yes, that's right.
Well, just excuse me one moment, Mr. Steele, and I will get a necessary papers.
Certainly.
Excuse me.
Yes.
You make 2,000 pounds a week.
Yes.
How do you do it?
I rob banks.
Oh, I see. You rob banks and steal the money.
Yes.
How do you do it?
It's easy. You take a gun.
I haven't got a gun.
Oh well, borrow mine.
Oh, thank you very much. And
Be care be be careful. You take a gun and you take a knot.
oh, yes, the note. That's very good. I like that. 2 pounds of tomatoes, 6 eggs, and
That's a side.
oh, yes. Give me all your honey or I'll kiss you.
Money and kill.
Oh, yes.
You take the note, go into the bank, and put the note onto the bank manager's desk.
Is that all?
Yes, Mr. Moore.
I see. Oh, yes. Now, Mr. Steele, give me all your honey, money or I will kill you. Money, Mr. Moore? Certainly. Take this back. Oh, thank you. That's very easy.
Yes, but
Mr. Moore, your account is still 200 pounds overdrawn. Oh yes. Well, here 50 pounds, 100 pounds, 150 pounds, 200
Okay.
But
pounds.
Dear students,
but
Charles Khan, Nargiza, it's enough. It's enough because our time is limited in Zoom. You know, for the first time, it's given for us 40 minutes. So that is why we have left less time. And let's stop here your role playing and let's analyze. Just 2 or 3 sentences, please. The other students, please give peer feedback. So, what about your opinion about the intonation in different types of sentences? Please.
The intonation was clear,
Uh-huh.
everything was clear, and we could feel the real atmosphere of their role play.
Good, good. Thank you for your feedback. And anybody else? Asalay.
They
Their sketches was very funny and interesting,
Uh-huh.
and they acted very nice.
Okay, good. Thank you for your feedback. And now let me explain you the intonation of tag questions. So from the grammar of the English language, you know, yeah, the structure of the disjunctive questions. You know that it consists of 2 parts, yeah, 2 parts. And here where the first part is like a statement, and then the second part like a general question. This is the structure of the disjunctive question. But here, as we're having practical phonetics of the English language, we should speak about the intonation of it. Here, it appears sequence of tones here, as it consists of 2 parts, yeah? Sequence of tones. The first part is pronounced with the low falling nuclear tone, and the second part is pronounced with the low rising nuclear tone. For example, you met him at the club, didn't you? Here it's given 2 versions where the second part is also can be pronounced with the low falling, either with low rising nuclear tone. And we will learn the cases when it is pronounced, when it can be pronounced with the low falling, when with the low rising nuclear tone. Now we'll see in the examples. You met him at the club. Second example. Pay attention to the second example here, to this one. You met him at the club, didn't you? So now pay attention to the rule of the intonation of the disjunctive questions. Disjunctive questions consist of 2 parts. The first part is usually pronounced with the falling tune, and the second part depends. Intonation of second part depends on the speaker's attitude. What does it mean? It means that if the speaker doesn't know the response, yeah, doesn't know the listener's response and expects it. So here, the second part of the disjunctive question can be pronounced with a low rising nuclear tone, or vice versa of it. If the speaker is not so interested in the reply of the listener, in this case, the second part is also pronounced with the low falling nuclear tone. As in the first example here, you met him at the club, didn't you? Here, as you can see, the sequence of tones, low fall plus low fall. In the second example, you met him at the club, didn't you? Here, the speaker is eager to know, yeah, the response of the listener. So that is why the second part is pronounced with a low rising nuclear tone here. And let's continue looking through the examples here. You will stay to T. You will stay to T. Won't you? Here, as a speaker, I'm eager to know whether you will stay or not. Okay, so that is why I'm pronouncing the second part with a low rising nuclear tone. Or pay attention here. If the speaker is sure enough of the listener's response and it doesn't expect it, is not so interested in it, in this case, the second part also can be pronounced with a low falling. Yeah, I'm just translating the rule. Yeah, but in your book, it's given in Russian language. I'm giving in English language the translation of the rule. You will stay to T, won't you? Both part is pronounced with the low falling nuclear tone here, low fall plus low fall. And now let's see the exercise. Yeah, exercise here. Which exercise we will read? Read the sentences according to the given model. Yeah, observe the meaning. It's very difficult, isn't it? As you can see, both part is pronounced with a low falling nuclear tone here, as the speaker is not so eager to know the listener's response. In the second example, it's very difficult, isn't it? The speaker is eager here to know the response. And the next example, there is a new timetable for this term, isn't there? It depends on the speaker's attitude. The speaker may pronounce both part with a low fall or low rise. Yeah, it depends on the speaker's attitude. There is a new timetable for this term, isn't there? You don't know this student, do you? You don't know this student, do you? Yeah. And Asaloy, please continue reading the example 3. This one, please. We shall have 2 seminars today. Asaloy, read the example.
We shall have 2 seminars today, shan't we?
Okay.
We shall have 2 seminars today, shan't we?
Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, you used low rising nuclear tone in the second part, yeah? Shan't we? Or low fall?
Mm-hmm.
Which one you would like to use? In the second part.
A low rising.
Low rising. It means here you are eager to know the response, yeah? So that's why you expect the listener's response and you use low rising nuclear tone in the second part too. In the second part.
Yeah.
We shall have 2 seminars today, shan't we? Okay, the next one, Charas Khan, read the sentence number 4. Charas Khan, there are many unknown words. Okay, any volunteers to read?
There were many unknown words in the text, weren't there?
Weren't there? So, Asaloy, Charas Khan, which nuclear tone did Charas Khan use in the second part? Asaloy.
I think low falling.
In the second part. Are you sure? Charas Khan, do you agree with Asaloy?
No, weren't there?
Low fall. If I'm not mistaken,
No.
you used low rising nuclear tone in the second part.
Yes,
Okay.
weren't there?
Weren't there? She said. There were many unknown words in the text. Weren't there? She said. It means low fall plus low rise. Yeah? You use.
Yes.
Okay, number 5.
First part.
Number 5. Any volunteer to read? Elena. Number 5.
All the students study foreign languages, don't they?
Charas Khan, which nuclear tone has Elena used in the second part?
It seems to me that both parts have the same tone, low fall.
But here I don't agree with you. If I'm not mistaken, Elena used low rising nuclear tone in the second part. Do you agree with me, Elena?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Elena used low fall in the first part, low rise in the second part. Okay, let me continue then. Thank you, Elena. You will live in the hostel, don't you? You will live in the hostel, don't you? In the first example of mine, I used low rise in the second part and low fall in the second example. Yeah, have you noticed? I read one and same example 2 times, and in the first example, for the first time, I used low rise, yeah, and the second one, I used low fall in the second part of the tag question. And you have 4 exams this term, don't you? Both parts I have pronounced with a low falling nuclear tone because I'm not eager to know. I know the response in advance, so that is why I use low fall in both parts. The institute course lasts 5 years, doesn't it? I'm eager to know here, so that's why I use low rise in the second part. You study at the historical faculty, don't you? Here I use low fall in both parts because I know the response. She is a bright student, isn't she? Here, I'm eager to know. I don't know the response yet, so that is why I use low rising nuclear tone in the second part. Okay, dear students, this is the end of our today's lesson, and your home task for the next time will be you should write 10